How's it going, retro people? My name is Brad, this is Retro Style Spotlight, and this is your news, notes, history, and retro games to play for the week of March 21st, 2017. In ROM hacking and translation news, last week's episode I talked about ROM hacks and translations, and then the RomHackingNet site went down shortly after, or while I was in the middle of production. I can't quite nail it down. Well, as of the time I write this, on Saturday, March 18th, RomHackingNet is back up. Apparently, they just had a server outage, and the owner doesn't have stellar internet to have gotten things back working faster, on top of real life. I also wanted to mention that a RomHacking_net Twitter account pretending to be the site's Twitter account is indeed fake, so please be wary when seeing messages from that Twitter account. At first, they were posing as their real account, but now their bio says unofficial, and that's where it stays. However, when you just see the tweet clipped out or quoted or retweeted without clicking on that account, you might mistake it for the actual RomHacking.net Twitter account. If you want to follow the real RomHacking.net on Twitter, it's simply RomHackingNet _. Their link will be in the description. So Funko Pop toys have exploded in recent years, and while I'm not really on that wagon, I do myself have a collection of amazing figurines. From bobbleheads to amiibos, some blind pack figurines, a Funko Pop, those Pokemon figurines that you get in packs of cards, and various things from Loot Crate. I've got quite a few now. So I saw these and got excited and wanted to share them all with you. They're a tad expensive at $10 a blind box, but these retro gaming Funko Pop figurines look pretty awesome. If you are a collector and like that random factor chance in your life, then check it out in the links below and collect some random retro goodness. I know a lot of you out there are rabid Nintendo fans, and if you've bought the Pat the NES Punk's Ultimate Guide to the NES Library book, then this is for you. Called the NES Visual Compendium, this book did have a troubled Kickstarter, but is finally available. Nintendo stepped in at the last second before the Kickstarter finished for an IP dispute over the book, but it seems like both parties came to an agreement. The book is gigantic and looks stunning. 536 pages of beautiful artwork and in-depth pieces on developers and hardware of that time. You can order the hardback from the publisher's site for 30 GBP, a soft cover for 25, a pack of 50 glitch postcards for 15, and a PDF-only version will be available soon for 10 GBP. So if you need another book to complement your guide to the NES library, then check it out in the links below. Capcom has gone back to their classic games from the 80s and 90s again, and is releasing the Disney Afternoon Collection. This collection will be comprised of several Disney NES games from 4 of their main shows. DuckTales, Chip 'n Dale's Rescue Rangers, Darkwing Duck, and Tailspin will be included in this compilation. The beauty about this is it will also include any sequels that those original games had as well. So we're looking at about roughly 6 games. This looks to be similar to the Mega Man collection, where a lot of love and care went into creating a beautiful package that enhances and showcases what a gem these games were back then, but now all modernized. And it makes sense that this mirrors the Mega Man collection, as Digital Eclipse, the ones who worked on that collection, are also handling this as well. This couldn't come at a better time. The DuckTales remastered game, while a success, happened quite a while ago, and it was criticized by the old fans, saying that too much was changed. And with the DuckTales reboot coming to Disney in the very near future, the old school fans and new fans alike can relive and learn old classics on their modern consoles. This package is currently slated for PS4, Xbox One, and PC, and if we're going to go by the Mega Man collection pricing, it may not be a full $60 package either, but still well worth the money and time if you love these old games or are curious. So a while ago, I talked about old Neo Geo games getting re-released for newer systems by the Hamster Corporation? That totally sounds fake, but it really isn't. Well, it looks like those games had landed themselves on the Nintendo Switch as well, and were fixed rather quickly after a rough launch. So if you do want to pick up those games, and you have a Switch, want to take them on the go, you can check them out there. Well, they've also announced several more games are going to get their official releases. The games that are slated for release are Alpha Mission 2, Fatal Fury, Metal Slug, Neo Turf Masters, Samurai Showdown, Sengoku, and World Heroes. Well, these are only slated for PS4 and Xbox One currently, considering the other releases were made available on the Switch and were patched swiftly. Let's hope that the rest of these make it over as well, which it seems like they would. If Nintendo is going to drag their feet on the Virtual Console rollout, then so be it. Others will take up that mantle for the time being. Now it's time for Retro Remix Song of the Week. And given the extra retro theme today and the Disney tie-in, this week's remix is entitled Funky Moles and Trashy Ducks from the NES game Darkwing Duck. Remixed by Tim AS222, and I'm sorry if I mispronounced that, this song is a chiptune-ish electro piano jazz arrangement. Check out this epic song in the links below. It really strikes you in that Disney Saturday morning cartoon type of feel, but with a lot of video game nostalgia. This month, in 1996, Super Mario RPG was released late in the Super Famicom and SNES lifespan in the Japanese market. Super Mario RPG, subtitled Legend of the Seven Stars in its North American release, is a role-playing video game developed by Square, now Square Enix, and published by Nintendo for the Super Nintendo Entertainment System. It was originally released on March 9th, 1996 in Japan and on May 13th, 1996 in North America. Nintendo ported the game, with minor differences, to the Wii's Virtual Console service in 2008 and to the Wii U's Virtual Console service in late June 2016 to regions around the world. It is the first role-playing video game in the Mario series. The game contains fundamental gameplay similarities and inspirations to other Square role-playing video games, such as the Final Fantasy series, with a story and action-based gameplay derived from the Super Mario Bros. Series. The story focuses on Mario and his party as they seek to eliminate the game's main antagonist, Smithy. Smithy has stolen the 7 star pieces of Star Road, where all the world's inhabitants' wishes become wish stars, and Mario must return the pieces so that these wishes may again be granted. The game features 5 permanent playable characters. Super Mario RPG was directed by Yoshihiko Mikawa and Chihiro Fujioka, and produced by Shigeru Miyamoto. Yoko Shimomura composed the game's score, which was released on a soundtrack album in Japan shortly after the game's debut. Square did much of the development of Super Mario RPG under direct guidance from producer Shigeru Miyamoto. The game was well received upon release, praised particularly for its 3D rendered graphics and humor. The game spawned the Mario RPG series, and 2 successive RPG-themed spiritual sequels followed, the Paper Mario and Mario & Luigi series, both of which use certain conventions established in the original. If you are a patron that pledged to be a part of our Patreon campaign and are watching this early, then thank you very much. For those of you who pledged at the producer level role, your names are now on screen. If you are interested in seeing your name as a part of Retro Style Spotlight, the tutorials, and have it be inside of the Launchbox app, then head on over to our Patreon link in the description below. At just $2 a month, you can see content like this show, RSS early, and at higher tiers, you start to unlock things like exclusive Discord server access, producer credits, and a personal hangout with the Launchbox team. Any dollar amount anyone pledges to our campaign is helping us create a better product, and we could not thank you enough. So that was Retro Style Spotlight for the week of March 21st, 2017. All of the relevant links to everything you heard in this edition of RSS will be in the description below. Remember, you can sign up for a Launchbox forum account, and if Launchbox has given you a beautiful library of games, then why not purchase a premium license of Launchbox for $20, which will get you big box and tons of premium-only features. If you enjoyed this episode of RSS, then give it a thumbs up and subscribe to get notified of new videos that we make. Let us know what you think of RSS and any feedback you may have on it in the comments below. My name is Brad, the link to my channel is below. I do lots of gaming content, streams, and other fun things, so if that sounds like your cup of tea, check it out there. And remember, freaks and geeks, to play more games, and we will see you next time. Have a good day!